Hey guys, I'm Chris, your real estate problem solver. Out of all the real estate that we do, of course, probate is probably one of the most unpleasant, but also one of the most necessary. So we make sure that we specialize in it. With this video, we're going to show you the Georgia process for probating an estate and know the basics and what kind of vendors, what kind of people you're going to need to contact in order for you to get the process of probating your loved one's estate and honor their wishes to the best of your ability. So if you're an executor or an administrator and you're processing a probate in Middle Georgia, which Middle Georgia would be Bibb County, Pulaski County, or Houston County, you might be a little bit overwhelmed. Now, this is not a sexy subject, and many people consider this taboo. Now, in this video, we're going to talk to McCullough Funeral Home, and we're going to talk to them about the things that the funeral home does and what you need to have ready when you go to a funeral home in the probate process. All right, so today we are at McCullough Funeral Home with Chris Rogers. She is the benefits coordinator here at McCullough. So, Chris, for this example, I lost my mom. I'm the administrator of or the executor, either way, and I've got to take care of the probate for her estate. So where in the process would a funeral home come into this process?
Well, at the beginning of the process, we could refer you to the appropriate county courthouse where you would petition for probate. And you can petition on your own, or you can use an attorney. And we don't normally direct you to a specific attorney. We just suggest a local attorney. And then once you've gone through the process of being appointed by the courts as the executor or executrix of the individual's estate, then any type of assets, in particular the funeral home helps with life insurance claims.
Okay.
So if you get your letters from the courts, if someone passes with a will, they're generally called letters of testamentary. Once you have that letter issued by the court and a tax ID number for the estate, then the funeral home will set up an appointment with you and help you file the life insurance.
Okay.
And then, once you have that letter and the tax ID number, you can generally close bank accounts and transfer funds into the estate account. If there are property deeds involved, you can use that letter to go to the appropriate office in the county and change the name on the deed, or some people will go so far as to sell the property, and then the proceeds are paid to the estate. And then that's really the main role the funeral home can play, just some general guidance. We are not able, unfortunately, to provide legal advice.
Right. So if, like I said, mom died last night and I have to deal with her estate and I have to, take care of her. So would there be any paperwork that you would help us with, like, I don't know, a death certificate or anything initial to get us started, or would it have to start at the county courthouse?
The funeral home helps every family, regardless if there's an estate to be probated. Gather information for a death certificate, and then we do take the responsibility of getting it to the appropriate doctor, hospital, hospice group, coroner, whoever's going to be doing the medical portion of the death certificate. We do get it to them, they complete it, then we send it to the courthouse. And it is first sent to the courthouse where an individual passed away. So if they passed in Bibb County, it would go to Bibb County, Houston County. And that office is responsible for filing the death certificate within the state vital record system.
Okay, so it would go to the county that they
passed away in.
Okay.
Yeah, and then once it's filed within the state vital record system, copies can be ordered from any county in the state.
Oh, okay.
So the funeral home here in particular, we partner with Houston County because we're in Houston County. So we get all of our death certificates from there. So if a family wanted 5 certified original death certificates issued by the court, we order 5 for them.
Okay.
And then we go and we pick them up and bring them back here and notify the family, and they'll come in and pick them up, or sometimes they're mailed.
Okay.
Depends.
So before we come to see you, we need to have at least an initial death certificate. Is there anything else we need to know before we come to visit you?
As far as like applying for benefits?
Well, that's for taking care of mom, her funeral arrangements. And
Oh yeah. I mean, absolutely. I mean, when mom passes away, you choose McCullough Funeral Home or any other funeral home. There are funeral directors on staff that will reach out to you to set up a time to come together and plan if you want a funeral service, if you want cremation. And at that time is when the death certificate there's a proof of the death certificate that's reviewed with the family. So if your mother passed away, you would come with some vital statistics, her maiden name, her date of birth, her social, those bits of pieces of information that go on the death certificate you supply to the funeral home.
Okay.
Yes, her parents' maiden names, if known, her race, her level of education. There's various things that go on the death certificate. And so the funeral home does assist the family in assembling all of that information on the death certificate. Once that's done, that's when we send it to the physician or the hospice group or coroner that's signing.
And certifying the certificate.
Well, they just list the cause and manner of passing. Once they do that, it goes to the courts, the probate court. And that's where it's certified by the judge and given the court seal.
Okay. So once we get all that established, who would most commonly would we go to next after we've taken care of all of our business with you?
Well, if the probate process is necessary, then you would, of course, choose attorney of your choice to help begin the probate process. Or some families, we've had lots of families that don't even use an attorney, they just petition the courts on their own. There's some paperwork that you can get at the courts or you can get online.
Okay, good. Well, I appreciate your time. All right, guys, on to the next step.